Hi to you who are watching, wherever you are, as you hide. I find it funny that I post a video and before it's even posted, it's already got a bunch of views of invisible people. Is that TikTok? I hope you hear Christ in me. I do. I hope you hear Christ. I hope that no matter what I post, that you hear God's voice. And if you don't know Him, that something I say encourages you to get to know Him, to find His mercy, His grace, His peace, His love, His healing, His forgiveness. For those who are watching, hoping to see some kind of devastation in my life, or that I quit, or they give up, don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. For those of you who watch and have ill intent in your hearts, you better watch out. My Father is very, very protective of me. He allows me to suffer things for my good and His glory. But those who bring that suffering, woe to them. His word says that. Woe to you. And you can avoid that woe by running to Him and asking for His mercy. People think that when bad things happen to Christians, that means that their God is not real. If He's a good God, then why does He allow it? That's because they don't understand how He works. God allows us to suffer through things for many reasons. Many reasons. Sometimes it's for disciplining us because we are running off in error. Sometimes it's to strengthen us and teach us. Sometimes it's to show others His glory when He does come and when He allows the things to happen, and then He comes to our rescue and avenges us and shows to those who try to hurt us that He is our God, our Father, our Adonai, our El Shaddai. He is El Roi. He is Elohim. He loves His children. I'm learning about that. I'm learning how to love my own children through His example. I was not very good at it. I realize that now. Don't get me wrong. I would die for my kids. But I didn't know how to love them in a healthy way that pointed them to Him. He is a good Father. He's a good Father. And if you take the time to get to know Him, you'll find that He will pour His blessings on you too. But not if you run from Him, not if you continue to do the things you're doing. You know, submitting to His will sounds, oh man, I'm going to give up my freedom. But boy, if you only knew, there is freedom in surrendering to Him. There is peace. There is joy. There's healing. Yes, there is war because we have joined His army, and we are in a lifelong battle, good versus evil. We know that. You know, everybody knows that, whether you believe it is in God's war or some other Spider-Man war, whatever. There is always a battle of good versus evil. The thing is, the world doesn't see the true evil. The world sees through a worldly vision, so it's all twisted and upside down. But when you start looking through God's Word, when you start holding everything, all your thoughts, everything up to His Word, filtering it through His truth, He changes your vision. He changes you from the inside out. And that is sweet. That is sweetness. I've got a long way to go. He's working on me. He is. But from where I used to be till now, man, it's worth it. It's worth it, and I can look forward with joy, even knowing that I will have trials and tribulations, even knowing that the world will hate me. I can still find joy because I know him. I know his word. I know his promises. And I've seen his goodness in my life. I've seen his hand on me throughout my life. I have no doubt that he knew me before he knitted me in my mother's womb. He predestined me for his will, his goodness. I spent so much of my life not knowing anything about what my purpose was, or just so lost. I'm not that way anymore. Not lost anymore. And that is such a, can't even explain how much that brings me peace. He's helping me to see so much of things in my life that I didn't understand, that caused me so much pain and I couldn't understand, I couldn't heal from, and he's helping me to heal in ways that nothing this world had to offer could do it. And believe me, I tried. Oh man, I tried. Not saying that everything becomes just super easy and there's no problem, nothing like that. I'm not saying that at all. But you got to understand, if you're going to struggle in this world no matter what, you can either struggle and continually get beat down and live a life of misery and all that, or you can surrender to God's world, God's will. And you'll still suffer the world's hate, but you'll be able to overcome it. You'll be able to fight back. You'll have victory in every single one of your battles if you cling to Christ. And I know that for a fact. That's one of his promises, and I've seen it happen in my life. Every time I run to him, I get victory. Maybe not in my timing, but I promise you, I get victory in the end. Because of him. Because I run to him for strength. Because I am the weakest person in the world, and I know that. And so without his strength, I am nothing. I cannot do anything. But when I run to him, when I lean on him for his strength, when I trust in him with all I have, and lean not on my own understanding, because boy, that was a dumb thing to do, let me tell you. Life is good. I have hope. I have peace. I have joy. I'm able to accomplish things that I didn't think I could do. I'm able to stand tall despite the hate that comes my way for my faith or whatever. I'm able to stand up and keep going when the world tries to beat the crap out of me. And it will, because that's what it wants. But when you cling to him, when you walk under his wings, when you rely on him for everything, you need nothing. He provides for you. And when you seek him with all your heart, you start to see that everything you used to think was important, all the things you used to think you needed to be happy, don't matter. They don't matter. It's amazing. It's freedom, truly freedom. So anyway, if you're watching me, I pray that you get to know God. I do. I pray that you get to know his joy, his peace, his love, who he is. He is a good, good Father. But he is not going to force you to have a relationship with him. He's not going to force you. And religion is not a relationship, just so you know. Don't matter how much you go to church. It don't matter how much you tithe, volunteer work, none of that. Unless you truly have a relationship with him, he's going to tell you, depart from me, I never knew you. Don't let that be what you hear. I love you and I'm praying for you.